Alright, today I want to talk about not being able to win every game you play. Should seem obvious, but it's the truth. This game is a multiplayer game, and it's 12 versus 12, at least in random battles, and you're not going to win every game, especially as a solo player. Even in a three-man div of the best players in the world, you're still not going to win every game. As crazy as that sounds, you can probably get up to like a 90% win rate with a three-man div of like really good players. But you're still not going to win every game. So that's something you have to recognize going into this game. And I don't think a lot of people consciously think about when they're starting to play this game. That it's a very likely possibility they're going to lose no matter what they do. Doesn't matter your performance, you're just going to lose the game. And people get very frustrated by that, and I see a lot of that in in-game chat. I'm sure I've been I'm someone who's done that in the past, where I've been frustrated in in-game chat, but it's certainly something that I've been trying to get better at, is just recognizing that it's just a game and there's nothing I could have done differently. And this is one of those games. And I think those games happen around 30% of the time for a solo player. I think that if you're a solo player, you are going to win 30% of your games no matter what. No matter what you do, you're winning 30% of your games. You could go AFK. And likewise, 30% of your games, you're just going to lose. Doesn't matter what you do. You can carry as hard as you want. You can play as well as you can play perfectly, and you're just going to lose. And you got to be okay with that. And then that 40% in the middle, that, I believe, is where your skill as a player is shown. And that's where I think win rate actually shows a lot about how good a player is over a large sample size. And of course, you have to divide solo stats versus division stats. But I do believe win rate can be a good tell of a person's skill level. Because someone who plays solo all the time and has a 70% win rate solo is probably one of the best players in the game. And if you have a 30% win rate, you're probably one of the worst players in the game, because you're just winning only the games that you're just automatically going to win. I believe your ability to carry a game out to a victory is shown in that 40%, in that middle ground there. So I hope that that doesn't sound too elitist of me, but that's truly what I think. Because damage numbers can be inflated, PR can be massively inflated by damage numbers. So win rate, I believe, is a pretty good metric of a player's skill, but only over a large number of games. It's really important. You can go on win streaks, even in 100 game sample size. You can go on win streaks where you don't get the full picture. I think an account win rate in the thousands of games really starts to show the picture of how good a player is or not. But I don't want this video to harp on stats too much, because oftentimes people get pretty upset about statistics talk and all that stuff, and so-called elitism and that because of statistics. And I don't want the video to be like that. I'm just trying to explain how I think the games go based on statistics. And I believe that 30% of the games you're just going to lose. And I've slowly realized this. I haven't realized this. It took a while. It took a long while for me to understand that I'm just going to lose some of the games I play. And that I'm not going to be able to win or carry them out by playing better. Sometimes you just lose. And depending on the class of ship you're in, of course, that makes a big difference as well. Battleships, of course, have less utility than a cruiser or a destroyer, and therefore have less impact on the win as well. So unless you're pushing aggressively and forcing the issue with the enemy team, you're not having as big an impact on the win. So in this game, for example, I could have been pushing way more aggressively. It's difficult because we lost our DDs so early. So it's really hard to push into enemy destroyers, but if I wanted to be really trying to win this game, I would have been pushing far sooner. But at this point, it's too late to really push into this, because we're just going to lose on a base cap. So we have to go back to the base in this example. As unfortunate as that is. But I wait until the enemy team has shot their AP salvos, and then I turn, because Roma is a tanky ship when angled and very vulnerable when broadside. Very, very vulnerable. That's just the Edinburgh shots with that AP, so I wasn't too scared of that. So, why am I making this video? Because I see a lot of people raging in the chat, in-game chat, I'm going to clarify. And I can understand the frustration. It's natural to want to win the game, right? As a competitive person myself, I don't like losing. Losing sucks. But it's a natural part of an online multiplayer game. And I think people don't necessarily have the mentality that that's a real possibility when they go into the game. They just want to play and then assume a win is going to come, because they're playing. It's a video game. They have to win at it. And it's not a single player experience, right, where you're basically guaranteed to win. It's a multiplayer game where everybody has the same chance to win. So it's just your skill then that impacts whether you win or lose. And even then, you're still gonna lose. And I'm just I don't know about tired of it, because I don't really care about the people in-game chat, but it's just surprising how many people are really angry and trash talking teammates and that kind of thing when it's just a random battle. Like, it's not clan battles, it's not Kings of the Sea, it's not the Verizon tournament, there's not money on the line, it's just a random battle. And sure, I'm sure there's examples of me getting frustrated in the past and saying things I shouldn't have, to be fair, in chat, but I'd certainly try not to go that far with things, because some games you just lose, and you gotta be okay with that if you're gonna play this game. And I don't want to misrepresent this game either. I post a lot of victories, I post a lot of games where I've carried the team to a win, and it's this amazing comeback and all that stuff, but I don't want to misrepresent my experience to you guys. I very much lose games like this, where there's one kill, and I didn't even get the kill because, RNG said, no, you're going to land like 2 shells on this guy, even though he's on low HP. It happens. It happens a lot. And I don't understand, I guess, the thought process of the complaining in-game chat like that's going to do anything to help this situation. Especially if I don't want to sound elitist here, but it makes even less sense if you're one of the players who's not playing particularly well and then you complain about the team. That I see so often, where the loudest person in chat is near the bottom of the scoreboard at the end, and I'm just thinking, like, do you have no self-awareness that you're part of the problem? I don't want to sound elitist, but like that's what goes through my head sometimes when these people are going crazy in chat. And I'm not wanting to say that it's okay to go off in chat if you're the best player on the team. That doesn't make that okay. But it just, the thought process is weird to me. So, yeah, my teammates couldn't even manage 500 base XP. And that's, it happens. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day.